and she does tell you in the beninging. Hey everyone, it's me, Catherine, and today I am here to bring you a very last minute favourites of 2024. To be honest, I had no real intention of doing this video, but then I realised I am literally re-kicking off my YouTube channel again tomorrow, so the day this video goes up, and I had no video for that. Because as per, I set myself an arbitrary deadline, I guess not quite realising how close it is, which was a blessing because it really gave me the kick I needed to fucking get this done and get everything sorted. But then I realised I was missing something vital, because the videos I have prepared, none of them are for today. Because I have a schedule. And none of the videos I have prepped are videos that fit this tomorrow. I mean, this also doesn't, but I guess it does, because Wednesdays are review days. I have arbitrarily decided that Wednesdays are review days, and I guess this is a little recap of 2024, which was certainly a year. Certainly been a year. But anyway, so 2024, it was a year that I did some things. Actually, it's the first year I managed to hit my goal of 30 books a year, which I haven't done in a long time actually. I can't remember the last time I did it. It was like at least 2-3 years ago, I think now. So it's been a while since I've hit it, and I'm very chuffed. There were some rereads included in that, which, in fact, I think even with the rereads, I think I got over 30. Doesn't matter. The point is, I hit the goal that I set myself, and I am very proud of that. So let's kick off with my favourite books that I read in 2024, and the first one is a manga series. And the first one is honestly, this is probably my favourite thing I read throughout 2024, the absolute favourite, so we're going to start off strong. And it is the Blue Flag manga series by Kaito. I did read this throughout 2024 for a manga reading vlog, which is coming up this month. So if you've read this and you want to see my journey through this, that is coming up. I also have a spoiler-free review coming up for this within this month as well, if you want to see like more of my thoughts, but it was really good. It's sort of I don't know if coming of age is the term, but it's basically, we're following mostly these three characters. Here's our main character, Taichi. We're following these three as they're going through their last year of high school, and it's sort of about friends and also love and also, I guess, sexuality, because there are queer characters in this, and it's not perfect. I'm not going to say it handles everything perfectly, and it is kind of clunky in places, the way it deals with things and the way it talks about certain things, but overall I really enjoyed this manga. The ending, I've learned, is a bit divisive. Some people love it, some people really don't like it. I liked it. It was one of those endings that I sort of grew to appreciate. There are certain things I wished for the ending, but I grew to appreciate it the more it sat with me. Overall, this is great. If you haven't read it, would recommend. The next one is actually a bit of a surprise. It is The Poet X by Elizabeth Acevedo. I originally had no interest in reading this because I heard it was written in verse, and I'm not a big fan of books written in verse, because I guess the same reason for anything, it's about the style of it, and I've never been a big poetry reader. Not that I haven't enjoyed poetry, it's just that it's not something I tend to gravitate towards, and I find I have more strong dislikes than with regular prose. Or prose, I guess. But actually, I really fucking love this. It's about Siamara, and I'm gonna double check because my instinct with the X is more of a S sound. Yeah, Siamara, who is basically, she is just trying to get through life, I guess. Figuring things out about herself and what she likes and who she likes and how she experiences the world, and she deals with that by writing. It's basically like a diary, this is. It's her basically writing out her feelings in verse in her journal, and dealing with everything that comes with being who she is and the family that she has. It definitely hit me harder than I really thought it was going to, because it's set in high school, and my high school years are a ways behind me. While there's things that I can't relate to, like her family life and like her being from a particularly religious family and her being black, obviously things that I can't relate to, but being a teenager in a really shitty neighborhood, in a really shitty high school, like, well, in a really shitty high school, should I say, that I've been there. So it made me cry. It made me cry. As did Blue Flag, actually. So my two favourite books of the year made me cry, and it's made me a bit more interested in reading more by Elizabeth Acevedo, because before I only knew her listening, I only knew her voice because she narrated, oh god, which audiobook was it? Was it Pride? Did she narrate Pride by E.B. Savoy, the Pride and Prejudice remix? Because I enjoyed that, and I remember listening to it, and that's all I know Elizabeth Acevedo, I know her voice. So I would actually be very interested to read more from her. And then we have one that I read on my Kindle, and it is Turning Darkness into Light by Marie Brennan. Oh, are you joking? Have I had the physical edition this whole time? I read it on Kindle. I had no idea I owned it. Are you, what? I own it on Kindle. I wonder if someone bought it for me and I just forgot. I had no idea. I was just looking to double check the author. Marie Brennan was Marie Brennan. Yes, so I read Turning Darkness into Light by Marie Brennan. This is set in the world of the Lady Trent series, The Natural History of Dragons and that, but it's following Lady Trent, her granddaughter, who has been hired to translate this tablet that got found in a dig or whatever, and the drama that's going on around that. And this was great. It's great. Honestly, I loved the Lady Trent series, especially like the last one. Was it the last one? I feel like was tailor-made for me, and this was very close as well, because a lot of it is about the translation, and while there's a lot of drama going on behind, like interpersonal, political, whatever is happening, which I also really enjoy, the translation talk, the language talk, I fucking love that shit. I will eat that up, and it was great. It was good. And that's all I have to say. And then the last one actually is a bit of a surprise. A bit of a surprise, considering I had no intention of reading this at all. And the only reason I picked it up is because I was threatened with spoilers. And it is Call Me By Your Name by Andre Asserman, which is about, it's not a love story, but a sort of romance that sort of develops between our main character Elio and his dad's assistant for the summer, Oliver. I originally had no interest in reading this because of the ages of the characters. So Elio is 17 and Oliver is 24, which, gross. But I got threatened by spoilers, so I borrowed it from the library. And then I bought myself a used copy, the film tie-in cover, but I haven't watched the film, tried it, was not feeling it. But yeah, no, so this is basically about Elio, I guess, exploring himself and the world around him, and exploring his sexuality and all that comes with that. And surprisingly, I really fucking liked it. Like, obviously the relationship itself is very problematic, like I'm not saying it's not, and I'm not condoning what happens in this book. It was a real surprise, okay? Because again, I read it, I have a review coming up for it actually for next week, so you want to see more of my spoiler-free thoughts on that, you can, because boy was this out of nowhere, just bam, this book I never intended to read, a favourite. That's why I say never say never, never say never. So that was my favourite books of 2024. Now on to the video games. Usually, like when I used to do favourites, I used to do a miscellaneous as well. I'm not gonna have time for that because I need to edit this today. So we're gonna leave the miscellaneous and just focus on the games and the books and the games. So the video games. So favourite video games. So we're gonna start off with the most recent that I played. The first one is Dragon Age Veilguard. Now, honestly, this has been had a lot of mixed reviews, and while there are valid criticisms of this game, as there are with all of the Dragon Age games, it is not a perfect game by any means. I still enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot, okay? I love Dragon Age, I love the Dragon Age series, and every game has been different. Obviously there's similarities and things and carry through, but mostly it was good, okay? It was good. For a game that we were thought never was gonna exist. I just given up on it altogether. And the gaming industry has been something. So the fact that Veilguard even exists in the state that it is, and considering it started off as it was gonna be like an online game or something stupid, and now like it's honestly, it's good. I enjoyed it. It's one of my favourites. The other one is Like a Dragon, Gaiden, the man who, what was it? The man who forgot his name? The man who erased his name, that's it. So we're following Kiryu of the previous games when they were known as Yakuza. This is part of the series formerly known as Yakuza, now officially Like a Dragon. And we're following Kiryu. It's not a full main game, it is only a shorter one. And we're following Kiryu in his time after Yakuza 6. And I can't remember if it takes place just before Like a Dragon. I can't remember where it fits in the timeline. It takes place, yes, leading up to the events of Like a Dragon, because we even play a part of Kiryu in Like a Dragon when he, spoilers for Like a Dragon, not Infinite Wealth, the first one. And I fucking love the Yakuza series. I love the series formerly known as Yakuza, now Like a Dragon. And this was no different. Like, there was a lot of filler in this, like a lot of filling, time wasting stuff, but it was good, very emotional, and it contained one of my favourite Korean actors, Kim Jae-hyuk, who was a surprise appearance as the villain. Like, I remember seeing when it was first like announced, and we seeing like the videos and things for it, and it was just, I was like, is that, because there was no name attached to it, no like who was taking part in it, so I couldn't find anything out, but I'm like, I know Kim Jae-hyuk's face, I know that man anywhere, and I was right, and it was Kim Jae-hyuk, and it was good, it was really good. I really enjoyed it. Like I say, I love Yakuza. I haven't played Infinite Wealth yet, that'll be 2025, so look for that on my 2025 favourites. And the last one is also a surprise, and it is Blasphemous. This was it was when Blasphemous 2 came out that I first heard of this. I saw someone play a bit of Blasphemous 2, and I was like, oh, okay, well, that's kind of cool. Checked out the first one and got the demo and just fell in love with it. And then earlier this year, I finally bought the full game. Because honestly, if you were to ask me when I played the demo, could not tell you. Could not tell you when that was. But I actually bought and played the game this year. And I feel I'm so close to finishing. I haven't quite finished it, so kind of cheating, but I really fucking loved it. Really enjoyed it. It's a Souls-like. It is I hate to hesitate, but it is sort of like very clear where some of its influences have come from when you're playing it, but it's it's an action platformer. I was hesitating to use platformer because like, but it's a platformer, except it's a platformer, and there's a lot of religious, I say it's literally called Blasphemous, so like there's a lot of religious imagery and things in there, and it's really good. Gruesome, but really fucking good. And I feel like I'm very near to the end now. But yeah, that was also a real surprise to me that because the only actual, if we're talking like Souls games, so the actual games from Software, the only one I've ever attempted is Sekiro, or Sekiro if you're being pedantic. Shadows Die Twice, and I had to put it down because it was very clear that I did not have the time it would take for me to put into that game. And I picked it up fairly recently, tried it again, got more into it this time, got further this time, but again, I just haven't had the time to properly, it's a game I need to like just know life, you know what I mean? Just sit and absolutely just fucking smash my head against the wall repeatedly for a few days or weeks to get through it, and I just don't have that time right now. But Blasphemous, it's really good. It's really good. If you like platformers, action platformers, it's a good time. It's a good time. And honestly, that's gonna do it, because this is already longer than I intended. Yeah, so that's my favourites from 2024. So what can you expect from me in 2025? So despite previously saying that I will make and upload videos as and when I please, because this is a hobby and, you know, I can do as and when, I suddenly did a complete 180 at some point last year and decided, you know what, no, actually I want to take this seriously. I want to get back to making videos regularly, and because I do enjoy doing it. I enjoy talking at cameras, apparently. So in order to help, obviously watching and liking and subscribing is, if that's all you can do, that's fine, that's perfect. I appreciate you. But if, say for example, you wanted to throw money at me, I do have a coffee. You can tip me there, that's that you can do just that, just like every once in a while tip me if that's what you like. Or I do have some membership options if you would like to support me that way. I have 2 YouTube ones, and what the memberships offer is the ability to vote on the Let's Plays that I do. So currently I'm playing Hollow Knight. I do plan to finish Hollow Knight. So once Hollow Knight's finished, you'll be able to vote on the next Let's Play, because obviously I want to do things that people want to see. So I will provide options, you will pick, blah blah blah. And then also on the manga reading vlogs that I do as well. The ones that are basically just me reading through a manga. The spoilery filled ones. So again, I feel like that was something that people should vote on, because it's full of spoilers, so people want to see the ones that they have read, so that they can be with me on that journey. So the membership offers the ability the chance to vote on those. The lowest tier is all you need. If that's all you want, you can do that. That's literally all that one offers, and there is access to the Discord server that I have, but that's basically only if you don't already have access to it. It's just, hey, you can have, here you go, with your own little channel for coffee related things, suggestions, things like that. So you can go on there for that. And then the higher tier, you will get early access to those videos. So early access to the Let's Plays and early access to the manga vlogs. They will be made public eventually, so none of my videos like that are going to be locked behind paywalls. They will be available eventually. And then for the higher tier, also I'm going to do a couple of some live streams, because I stream mostly on Twitch. So if you want to come see me stream, you can go see me on Twitch. I do that. Currently do it once a week, hopefully be back to doing it twice a week at some point early this year. So if you want to just see me stream, you can do that there. I do that regularly. But I figured I'd do some like more chill ones, like literally they're just hangouts. So like alternate weeks, there'll be a reading one where we just hang out reading for a bit, and then also chill gaming streams. So basically they're literally just come chill, hang out, just once a week. They're the only ones that they're the only videos that will be exclusive to coffee members, and it is only the higher tier for that. But yeah, obviously you don't have to throw money at me. It is not obligatory, it is not a necessity. All that you see here, these lovely, wonderful, planned, edited videos will be available to you for forever. It's just for some people they'll be available earlier, because it's that thing between like, you want to encourage people to give you money, but at the same time you don't want to make it seem like they have to give you money. And it's going to be a hard finding that balance this year. So yeah, so that's new. And yeah, I guess that's it. You're going to see more of my face. There's going to be more of my face this year. I'm going to try and actually go back to because I used to post very regularly. Well, I used to post 1 video a week, and I'm being a bit ambitious, trying to post 2 videos a week. Maybe even 3. So we'll see. Things are subject to change throughout the year, because this is the initial plan. No plan ever survives like an initial launch, you know what I mean? So once we get into it, I'll be able to see what I can actually handle, what I can't, and I'm going to try and be more communicative and make sure to keep all of you up to date on what is going on with me and what my plans are. So I think I have access to the community tab on YouTube, so I'll do it through there, and I'm going to try and do it through my socials as well, which is also, I'm going to try and upkeep those better this year. I feel like social media has been on my little goals unofficially since I started posting on YouTube. 2025 is the year. 2025 is the year. So that's it. So if you got to the end, thank you so much. If I managed to edit this into something fucking as short as I want, pat on the back. If I didn't, well, here we are. But if you got to the end, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I hope 2024 was okay for you. I hope, you survived. You survived 2024, so like, round of applause. What was your favourite thing you consumed? Did you watch something really good? Did you play something really good? Did you read something really good? Like, what was good? What was good? Let me know. Let me know. And I honestly wish you all the best for 2025. We've got this. 2025 is going to be, certainly a year, for sure. And all we can do is make the best of what we've got. So to 2025, I will see y'all then until then, make sure you take care of yourselves, and I will see you in another video very soon. Bye bye.